First thing that you're going to do is go on Canvas to our class and then scroll down to the module that says week 3, August 24 through the 28th, and then scroll down and try to put it in a specific order so that you can just click and move down through every single tab. So the first one that you'll click through is this one, redoing your daily journal. And right here, this explains to you why we are moving away from Adobe Spark and why we are going to start using Google Slides instead. These are the requirements for the online portfolio or the daily journal, whatever you want to call it. You need to change the title. You need to have a page for each day that we have met in class. You only have to post about the days that you have my class. So you do not have to write about your entire school schedule. You do not have to write about all of your classes. You only have to write about my class. So if you have been keeping up with Adobe Spark, you can copy and paste some of those things over, but there are probably only 1 or 2 posts, if any, so you don't have to worry about that too much. And then every time that you post on the online portfolio, you have to make sure that you follow these requirements right here. You have to make sure that you include the date in your post, in each and every post. And then you have to make sure that you have to answer all of these questions. So every time you post, you have to talk about what you covered today in class, what you completed, what you worked on, what you accomplished today, what you didn't work on, and what you took away from the class. So, with that being said, we can move on to the next page. And these are the templates for daily reflections. You can choose any one of these 3 links. They basically all do the same thing. The reason why there are multiple is so you can choose what design you like. So when you click on each one, if you click on the retro one, it'll ask you make a copy. And the retro one looks like this. If you click on the doodles one, make a copy, it looks like this right here. And then the very last one, the blank notebook, this one looks like this. So it doesn't really matter which one you pick. It's totally up to you whether you want the retro, the copy, the doodles, or the blank one. So they're all pretty much the same. All you have to do is make sure you change the title to our specific class. And then make sure you put your name right there. Like that. And the same thing over here, you'd put your name right there. And then there are a couple of things you have to keep in mind. For example, I had you in period, I believe it was 7. So I had you Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And we started this on Wednesday, and we're going to do it tomorrow on Friday. So that's 2 days right there. Wednesday was actually day 6 that I had you, and tomorrow is going to be day 7. So on day 6, when I first talked to the class about this, I first talked to you guys about this. At the end of class every day, I would tell you guys to make sure you update your journals and talk about what we did today. If you're wondering what you have to post about, what you have to write about on these journals, then you can always go back to Canvas. Whoops. You can always go back to Canvas and you can read these questions right here. So if you're wondering what to write about, you can always go back here and this will tell you what you need to answer and what you need to write about, what you need to talk about. So what we covered in class, what you completed, what you learned, and things like that. So if we go back following that template, You can write about, well, first you gotta put the date, of course. Wednesday was, let me check really quick, the 25th. So we would do that. You can say something like today, Circuit taught us how to use Google Slides. We learned, oh no, actually we away from art and are now using Google Slides. I want you to try to be as descriptive as possible. We walk this through. We uploaded to the Google form, and he explained the expectations and procedures for how to post. Okay, so after you do that, you can always, usually when we're in class and we actually have projects to work on, you can actually take a screenshot of your work in progress, and then you would upload your screenshot into one of these boxes. That would be a normal day in the class, but since right now there are no projects because I haven't assigned anything, you can just skip that screenshot part. But just remember that the screenshot is a requirement as well, but this week is an exception. So you can skip the screenshot at least for this week. You're always welcome to post pictures about how you're feeling this day, the things you're thinking about that day. Maybe you were tired that day, so you put a picture of someone sleeping. I had a student who asked if they could put memes, and they could upload memes, and as long as they're appropriate, that's okay. Just make sure that if there is a screenshot, you upload the screenshot. The screenshot does take precedence over the meme. So after you do that, on day 6, and then on day 7, which will be tomorrow, which will be Friday. I already know what we're doing tomorrow, so I'll write about it so you can see what I'm going to do. And today we learned about 2 more principles of animation, and about timing and exaggeration. We watched some examples, showed us, and yeah. And then if you want to put a picture of how you're feeling that day, or put a picture that relates to what we learned, that's cool. Because there is no screenshot again, you don't have to put a screenshot. That's just the exception for this week. Alright, and then after you update your journals and you put in the pictures and all that good stuff, now you have to actually upload the Google Slides, and you have to generate a link. And I'll show you how to do that right now. Make sure that you do not click the share button. Instead, go over here to the file button and go down here to publish to the web. And this is what it will look like. Make sure you're in the link tab, and then you can click on publish. And it's going to ask you, are you sure you want to publish? And that's okay. So click OK. And then it will generate this link for you. And I'm going to right click it and copy it and close it. And there's a specific place I want you to paste it, and that place is over here. If you go back to our class, you go back to week 3 module, look for your period number, period 7, daily reflection, Google form. So you click on that, and here is a link to a Google form. and you are supposed to put your name, first name, last name, and you can paste your link right here. So paste it, make sure you put your name, and then submit it. So what happens is the whole class puts their links right here, and then I can access them and look at all the links that all the students have, and then I can just click on the links, and whenever you click on the link, or whenever I click on the link, it's going to open up like this, and then I can go to your specific day, which was day 6 and day 7. I can click on the specific quarter, which was quarter 1. I can click on the specific day, day 6, and it's right there. Same for day 7, which is right here. And this allows me to grade your progress, track your progress, and check the progress too. For example, at the end of quarter 1, I will probably look through it. I would click on quarter 1, and I would select any random day. And for example, if I clicked on day 15, and if I saw that there's nothing there, then I can't give you credit for that day, and I can't give you any points. That would result in a 0. So you have to make sure you stay accountable for keeping up with your daily journals every single day. It's just a luck of the draw. You don't know what day I'm going to pick. I don't know what day I'm going to pick to grade. So you have to make sure you have every single day filled out. If I do pick day 6, just so happens to be day 6, and I see you have a submission there, then you do get credit. So let me close this out and go back to over here. So you also have to make sure that you do not touch these buttons. When I say do not touch these buttons, I'm talking about how every single one of these buttons, day 1, day 4, every single one, is already set. It's already predetermined. All the links are set. The buttons will take me to the specific slide with the corresponding day. So try not to mess with any of these buttons because they're already set. Same thing over here. Try not to touch, well, try not to. Do not touch any of these buttons. Don't change the links. Don't mess with it. If I do try and grade it, and I'm trying to click on it, and I click on a day, and it just takes me somewhere else, then you're going to lose points, and that's another 0. So you're going to watch out for that, okay? So, going back to Canvas right here, if you need extra help, you can always watch this video. And this is a video tutorial on how to do what I just said, how to publish it to the Google form.
Second time, apparently this.
Okay, that is Mr. Reeves talking. He's explaining to you the process, how to publish to the web, and how to publish it, how to copy it, and how to paste it, like that, okay? So you can always refer back to that if you need more help. And then, going back to the week 3 module, and here's your assignment for that is due tomorrow, Friday. And all this is saying is that I will be checking your journal for this week, week 3. I will be checking, since I only had you post for 2 days, day 6 and day 7, I will be checking for day 6 and day 7. And you are supposed to post every single day you have my class. You only have to post about my class, not your other classes. So after you post in the Google Slides, you have to copy and paste what you wrote in there and paste it in here so that I can give you points for it for this week. So after you type in your entry for day 6 and day 7, what I want you to do is just copy it like this and go back to Canvas and paste it in the text entry box. Now for me, I don't have the submit button because this is the teacher account. For you, it should say submit assignment or something like that. So you click on that. You might have to scroll down a little bit, and there should be a text entry box where you can paste in what you just copied. So you would have to copy this and paste it into the assignment, the text entry box. And then you would have to go to day 7 and copy this and paste that into Canvas. Okay? So that's how that works. We will be using this every day. I will be checking it, trying to check it every week.